there the day that Cherie came to work. And I'm so honored to be able to participate in her retirement. I was there when she first came to work for our board. And I just am so appreciative of all that she has done for the real estate industry in general for our community. And I've always considered Cherie my good friend. She's been a good friend to all of us and made us all prosper and feel that we were doing such a good job.
I remember her before she was CEO of the board, and I remember the days that she was off to sail around the world and was called back to take a look at the CEO position. If not find a better qualified CEO, Cherie is the ultimate professional. She's done a terrific job over the years. She's a very, very good listener, and she's always made me look good. And when we've done traveling together, she's been great for leadership. She sets our schedules, she supports us and tells us what we need to do, and she's been the ultimate support system in our organizations.
Way back in 1981, we used to hire executive officers, it seems like about every 2 years. And when we'd go through resumes, we'd hire them from all over the country and everything, and they'd last about 2 years. And we seemed to have a lot of turmoil and a lot of chaos at that time. And finally, a few years after I was gone, they hired Cherie. I think she had just retired before that. They brought her back as the executive officer, and all of a sudden, all the chaos, all the turmoil was gone. They had someone who could really handle the job, and I often wondered why they never did that before.
Cherie, it's been a pleasure to work with you all the years. As you recall, I've stayed involved on the government affairs and am not always afraid to express my opinion. And my greatest memory of you is you wouldn't express anything when you were hired. It was like pulling teeth to get you to say 2 words. And the great thing is now that we have to hear from you because you have all the knowledge. And it's been a total pleasure watching you grow.
I think I've always looked up to her as a boss, even though she wasn't officially my boss when I first got hired. But I did work directly with her. Started off as receptionist, so I did report to both she and Mary Jo. And then she decided to attempt to retire, which was devastating for me. Very happy when she came back, and now, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye again.
Cherie was always stepping up to the plate. She was always there on time. And when they decided to hire her to be the administrator, my goodness, we were all thrilled about it because she had such good experience, and she knew all of us, and she knew the industry, and she has performed way beyond everybody's expectations. She's just been wonderful.
The association has grown tremendously, and I think that Cherie's leadership really is the fundamental base of the Reno Sparks Association of Realtors. I know that I was on the board at one point when Cherie retired, and then we got her back, and we were so thrilled. And I think through the years, she's just really been that bond and has kept things together. Everything else around her seems to change, but she stays the same. She's just the rock.
She doesn't wave a big banner. She doesn't go out and is the head of the parade, but she gets everybody to do their best. Everybody is better when they're working with Cherie because she makes them better. Everything she does delivers value to the membership. I don't think there's ever anybody who's ever had a problem with Cherie. Everybody loves Cherie. We're going to miss her a lot.
The board has been really blessed to have Cherie as the executive officer because she does care for each and every one of us, and that comes through very clearly for me. She helped me through my board presidency, and long and short, she's a friend of mine. That speaks really well of her. She just cares about everybody, and it shows.
She never put her own ego ahead of any of ours. She always made us and mentored us so well and dealt with all the different personalities. Some of us have strong business bents, and some of us had other sales talents. So Cherie was always there to deal with each one of us individually and did it successfully and didn't put her ego ahead of any of us. She was always just behind the scenes. It's been very interesting working and seeing how the developed, because we went through all sorts of different markets. We've had good markets, and then we went through the middle 2000s when we had quite a few people leave the industry and try to keep going and offer services to the community, and we did it, and we're here. Now we're prospering, and now we have growth. So Cherie has been there through all of it.
It's interesting. I'll start with the hallmarks of her leadership that I believe are most admirable. Those are wisdom, measured judgment, and class. She's always demonstrated that. And I think those I've seen them most in the handling of the ethics panels and so forth. That's primarily where I've worked with Cherie over the years. And her objectivity and her fairness to each of the members of the organization has created a culture where the association serves those members first, as opposed to furthering its own interests, and Cherie's been the leader in that.
She wanted to be helpful, and she knew the ropes, and she knew, I think, what would be best for our association. So she was a guide.
She was also well thought of around the state. Everybody liked her in Las Vegas and Elko and Carson City. It wasn't just us. We were just the lucky ones to have her as our leader. Everybody that knows her, she's sort of like the calming waters. If there's ever any disagreement or uncomfortableness, you can always count on Cherie to smooth things out.
Cherie's probably one of the most calm people I've ever met. Under pressure, she keeps her voice calm and easy, and she makes you feel comfortable, and I would love to have that skill.
We didn't have any real drama with Cherie. We didn't have any chaos, because in an organization that large, you can have that. And all of a sudden, the wheels just smoothed out, and it couldn't have been any better.
She's been a rock for quite a few years, and obviously the association has a mixture of members, all kinds of different personalities. And as an executive officer and as a staff person, you have to work with those people, and she did a fine job always.
Cherie is very, very smart, very creative. For the most part, she has a very calm demeanor, which helps keep her employees calm, even if you're working under time constraints. She's a great boss.
She's not bossy, but she gives you direction, and that is good, because that means that she's been given the same direction to the same presidents, so that the association, I mean, when there's bumps in the roads, for the most part, our members don't even know it, because she has taken care of it and is guided. If she doesn't know the answer to a question, she will get it for you. And her follow-through is fabulous. She's just been just a pleasure to work with.
You know, she's very hands-on, so she gets involved, into some of the work, versus, you have some managers sometimes they're kind of like, hands-off, they just leave everything to everybody else.
She's kept everyone whole, kind of like a family, very tight-knit, all of us. And I think that's what I've appreciated the most about her, is that she's taught me how to be able to work with my coworkers, but appreciate them as well as, being people and being a family with them.
Not once during my tenure in working with Cherie has the association ever been sued. And that was because of consistent good judgment and decision-making on Cherie's part. Never overreacting, always taking measured steps to address any problem, listening and considering all of her options, and then making good decisions.
I see her as very smart. She's talented, but when she needs to be stern about something, she can be. But even then, she's really sweet about it, so.
Cherie had something that we called the look. And Cherie would never chastise you about anything, but she had a way of looking at you, and you know that you had better be quiet.
She really has been absolutely wonderful all these years, you know, I've looked forward to going to work every day and spending my time with her, and she's just been amazing.
She's a great leader. She's very precise. We don't have communication problems usually, except for her handwriting. That's kind of a little hard to read. But other than that, I love working for her.
I have worked with Cherie for the past 20 years, and it's been an amazing experience. Cherie has been a mentor to me, has seen me through good times and bad times, and she's always had my back and made sure that I was able to achieve all my goals.
I've never heard her say anything bad about a person, ever. She's got a great vision for the association and always has done everything she can to make it the best it can be.
Over the years I've known Cherie, she has been the ultimate professional. She's done a terrific job representing us in a very positive light, especially in the legislative arena. She's very involved, a very, very good listener, and in the community she's known as a very stalwart, stable, leading figure within the community. She's always been very open-minded to new progressive techniques through our MLS and different things.
Cherie was very much on the leading edge, and she, while she was the executive officer, I think she led the association to get to the point that it is today with technology, always looking to better the association for the members.
She's gone through all the internet process, which has been in itself geometric and not mathematical. It's just been a huge increase in technology, and she's been right there to follow that through. So it's made our jobs a lot easier, and it's because of her efforts in the boards.
Well, she was always on the cutting edge, so that we, for being a small board, we really were able to encompass computers when they first came out, and we included all of our multiple lists at that time. It was all under one auspices, and Cherie ran the whole thing until it split off. But we did negotiations with newspapers. We hired a legal counsel that stayed with us through all of our meetings so that we conformed to open meeting laws. And she's been on the cutting edge of all of that with us.
I mean, when I started in real estate, we still had MLS books. Fax machines were a little unusual, and the internet had not been involved in real estate. And she's managed to lead very successfully through those kinds of technological evolutions, but she's also lived very successfully through a major real estate recession that started in 2005 or 2006, depending on who you're talking to. So she has had her work cut out for her, and she has done an exceptional job.
As our industry has changed over the years relative to new tools, technology, things of that nature, Cherie has always been in the front line for our association, searching for innovative products that will make us more successful, locating vendors who will bring those products to us at the best cost possible, and expanding our knowledge locally through the products and services that she brings to us to help us be more successful in our business.
When I got into this business 33 years ago, realtors were like one of the least respected professions. I think they were down next to used car salesmen. And we've advanced significantly. And I think by the efforts of, you know, the National Association, the state, and the local boards, and people like Cherie, we just kind of took a more professional demeanor.
When I became president of the Reno Sparks Association of Realtors, I quickly realized that my success was not due to anything that I did in the past, but the result of the knowledge, guidance, and coaching by Cherie Williams. Most of the words spoken or submitted to the press by RSAR are either composed by or carefully edited by Cherie. She made me and all the other volunteers look good and guides the ship behind the scenes without taking credit.
Cherie, I will so miss you. You've just been protector, supporter, cat herder, just about everything to us. including kind of mother. I don't know where I would have gone as a board president. You gave us our speeches. We were really just talking heads that presented your ideas.
Cherie Williams was the executive officer when I was president in 2014, and my year as president was so pleasant and so rewarding, not only educationally, but it was an expanding opportunity for me, and Cherie was instrumental in making my year as president as rewarding as it was.
And she's always made me look good, and when we've done traveling together, she's been great for leadership. She sets our schedules, she supports us and tells us what we need to do, and she's been the ultimate support system in our organizations.
Cherie is incredible. She plays a multitude of roles. She's definitely a trusted advisor. She's what we refer to as our handler, and a lot of people may not be familiar with that term, but when we go away for conventions to pick up knowledge and bring back to the board, Cherie lays everything out for us, and we call her our handler because she's going to tell us where we need to be and where we need to go.
Have the privilege of being the last president that she has served with, after serving with over 35 other presidents. It's fun, it is not work, it's not hard, and it has just been a true pleasure to know her and work with her.
Oh, Cherie, we're going to miss you terribly, but we're so happy for you. We all love you very much.
I am one of the few that was here when you were hired initially. I was here when you were going to retire the first time, and then we had to come and get you and bring you back again. So at this point, I wish you just all the best of luck in the future. You were always very professional in the way that you worked with me, and I really enjoyed it, and wish you the best in your retirement years.
Hope that her and Rod really enjoy their retirement. It's very well deserved, and I hope that the boat suits them well and that they get to sail into the sunset and have a great time.
Well, I'd just like to wish her all the fun in the world, and she's a really nice person. I know that she's going to go out and she's going to have nothing but fun. Like I say, I hope she still has her boat down there in Sausalito, and that they can spend a lot of time on that.
Cherie, enjoy your freedom. Happy sails.
Enjoy this next part of your life. Think back of all the bad memories, because that makes the good memories that much better. And to live a happy, do what you want life.
Cherie, I wish you the best. I respect you an awful lot. I'm going to miss you an awful lot, although I'm going to be retiring, so. But it was great working with you, and I wish you a lot of beautiful sunsets with Rod on your sailboat. Not so many sunrises because you need to be sleeping in.
Cherie, as you sail off into the sunset, and I suppose that's going to be literal because you did that once before, I wish you the best. I hope that I see you from time to time. Don't be a stranger. You've been a part of my life, and I really appreciate everything that you've done for me personally, and of course for the association.
I just want to wish, Cherie and Rod, the best in their retirement. It's been really great working with you all these years, and hopefully I'll be following in your footsteps in a couple of years going into retirement. So don't be a stranger, hope you guys have the time sometimes to just drop in and say hello.
Well, thank you very much, Cherie, and good luck with your future.
I wish Cherie and her husband the best. I'm not sure what their ventures are going to be, but whatever they do, I wish them the best of health and have fun in retirement and enjoy every minute of it.
I think she could go into retirement easy knowing that she did a great job, she was respected, she was liked, and now she gets to enjoy retirement, and I think she should. She deserves it.
I was really wishing Cherie and Rod a wonderful time together, well-deserved, and I look forward to continuing to have them as friends.
Cherie, I have lived 2 lifetimes with Jenna, and now I'm trying to squeeze in a 3rd. So I encourage you to do the very same. Live it full, enjoy your life, and particularly be close to family and enjoy the extra time that you're now going to have with your family. And I'm sure there's a sailboat in the bay that needs to get a workout. So you and Rod just have a wonderful, wonderful life.
And I'm gonna miss you. You are an amazing woman. It's just gonna be different without you. I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to maintain and stay on our routine as you've taught us. Thank you for everything.
And now, I wish you well as you sail off into the sunset, as you've always wanted to do. I know you're going to charter a boat in the Virgin Islands, and I hope you have a fantastic time. And I hope we remain friends forever.
I told her 4 years ago that she could not retire, and she didn't listen to me, and now she's retiring, and she has earned every bit of vacation time that she gets. I hope that she and Rob do sail off into the sunset, enjoy the rest of their lives together. They have both earned it.
Thank you for an excellent job, and I hope you enjoy your retirement, even if it is for the 2nd time.
Just good luck. I'll miss you. I wish you the very best. And don't forget your family here at RSAR. We'll miss you.
I think, Cherie, I wish you all of the best, health, happiness, and success in the future. You've deserved this retirement. You can be very, very proud of what you've accomplished and what you've given to this organization over the years. You're leaving it in strong and capable hands after years of training of a capable successor, and I wish you nothing but happiness. You deserve it and you've earned it.
Well, Cherie, you tried to sail off one time before and we dragged you back, and you came back willingly and in a big promotion, and it's been certainly for our benefit. And I hope you're able to sail off once again and have a wonderful, wonderful retirement, and blessings to you and your family.
Let you know that I'm very thankful that God put you in my way, and I really, really enjoyed working with you, and you are the best boss I've ever had.
She's one of those people we will never forget. Loved her, still love her. She's fabulous.
Well, that I appreciate her giving me a new graphic designer a chance working at the association. I've learned a lot about not just real estate, but about my field. And I also appreciate her always encouraging me to grow and be a better worker and employee in person.
Cherie, you have piloted us through boom times and bad times without missing a beat. I speak for all the volunteers in expressing our admiration, appreciation, and affection for all you have done, particularly behind the scenes, during your time at the Reno Sparks Association of Realtors. We wish you all the best as you sail away.
Cherie, thank you. Thank you for 20 years of your friendship and your love and your support, and just being there for me with everything that I've done, both in my work history, as well as my personal history. And good luck, and love to you, and love to Rod, and have fun on your next adventure.